y'all. Hey, it's Tracy time. Time for another moment with me, Tracy T. It's a wonderful Wednesday. How are you doing? Listen, we got liquid sunshine here in Memphis, and it is not stopping me one bit. I have my own sunshine, don't you? I am delighted to be here with you as usual, and I am looking forward to hearing, first of all, how are you doing? That's what I want to know. First of all, how are you doing? It is a wonderful day. Y'all may hear a little bit of background noise from me. How many of y'all have a Roomba? One of those iRobot Roombas? Well, we have one, and I have it programmed, y'all, to. It's supposed to go off on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I guess, at 10 o'clock. But it's 11:30. The thing is only supposed to run for an hour. I don't know. We call ours Henry. Actually, a friend of ours named it Henry. And Henry has been running. And so if y'all hear that, he's downstairs. He is downstairs running, but he's supposed to be on the dock unless he's moved the dock. So disregard that. We're not going to let the little bit of noise that Henry's making interrupt all the noise that's happening outside in the land. What in the world? Do y'all know we're 6 days away? Six days away from having a new president, number 46. We're 6 days away from 46. I don't know about you, but I am excited as a mug about that. We're 6 days away. So who's with me? Hey, sweetie pie, how you doing? I'm so glad you're here with us today. It's Live at Lunch. It's a wonderful Wednesday, as you know, and we're going to talk about current events. I don't have a guest today. I have a fantastic guest on Friday. We're going to be talking to Yolanda Jeffries Crump on Friday and hear all about her business. And on Monday, I have a special treat for you. I'm calling it a special edition of the Family Business for It's Live at Lunch Tracy Time. I'm going to tell you something. My family members, my nieces and nephews, I know that everyone says this about all their babies, right? They're all so talented and they're wonderful and amazing. But my nephews and nieces have taken it upon themselves, much in the way that many entrepreneurial spirits in the young adult community now have decided that they want to pursue businesses of their own. And so I'm so proud and overjoyed for them that they are not only pursuing their dreams, but that they are thriving in making their dreams come true. We've had fantastic family support. My sister and brothers are avid supporters of their children, and so I'm so proud to have them on with me on Monday. So look forward to that. It's the family business version of Live at Lunch. I'm going to have my nieces and nephews with me. I know. Actually, I'm going to do an ad so you guys will see exactly who's going to come on. I have a wonderful group of nieces and nephews, and I think I'm going to have nephews and niece. I think that's who's going to be with me on Monday. So look forward to that. I'll give you more information about that on Friday. And for now, who is with me? How y'all doing? What are you eating for lunch? I am going to talk about three things. I'm going to do three things in 30 minutes because y'all know we have these fantastic guests on, like on Monday. Oh my gosh, did y'all learn a lot of information from Charles Sims? Woo! Charles said he was going to talk for 30 minutes. Y'all know what happens when you get with me. You can't help but have conversations because people love to talk. And who better than the subject matter expert than you are for yourself? So I love engaging with you. I want to hear from you. So listen, if you know someone who wants to come on and have lunch with us, let them know that they can contact me directly. Send me a message in my inbox and just let me know and we'll get them scheduled because I love for us to be able to share information. That's one of the reasons why we're here. We want to grow, we want to learn, we want to get each other engaged, and we want to inspire. So view, watch, and grow. That's what we're doing. Three things. Number one, got to talk about them. Sweetie Pie calls them a name I can't say on here, but let us know it starts with F and it ends in tar. So the occupant, usual foolery. What do y'all tell me? I know y'all get tired of me being on the soapbox. So you tell me, what are you most tired of? No. Back that up. We're going to focus on positivity today. What are you most looking forward to 45 being out of office? What's going to be like the best thing that you can celebrate when he's out of office? Because I'm claiming it. I'm manifesting it. So tell me what is the like one thing that you'll be looking forward to, because I cannot wait. Then we're going to talk about, that's number one. Number two, we're going to talk about, it just drains you, doesn't it? Just talking about 45 just makes you tired, right? We're going to talk about that though. And then we're going to talk about what's happening with the election and what's happening with the electoral college and what's happening locally. I'm a moderator on a group on Facebook, Joe Biden for Tennessee, and we've had some discussions overnight and this morning about what's happening with some absentee ballots and what's happening with some people that have to do ballots and what's happening with that. So we're going to talk about that. And then today on Tamron Hall, just in a bit of celebrity news today on Tamron Hall. If you, my sweetie pie is an avid, long-term #1 fan of Toni Braxton, and her sister Tamar is on Tamron Hall today, and we're going to talk about that because Tamar has had a really challenging year, and so we're going to talk about those three things in 30 minutes today. Let's start from the top. Did y'all tell me anything? What's going on? Cammie, are you with me? Come on now, I need to hear. What is the thing you're going to be looking forward to? I can tell y'all for me. I'll start us off. One of the things I'm looking forward to. Okay, if y'all didn't see Sweetie's comment, she said she's looking forward to being able to eat orange sherbet again. That is hilarious. Yes, Sweetie, that's going to be a celebration. We will have orange sherbet on November 4th, just for you. On November 4th, it'll be Orange Sherbet Day, and we will be able to eat orange sherbet and oranges and have pride again in all things orange and Cheetos. So you'll eat orange sherbet and I'll eat some Cheetos on November 4th. That is good. So for me, one of the things I'm looking forward to, have you heard President Obama speaking in the campaign trails? He has been he's such a powerful orator, right? He has this way that makes you, it's almost like you go to church when you hear him now, because his delivery is just so amazing. It's just, I dare say flawless, but he grabs you and he brings you in. And the things that he has said, first of all, it's historic because, as I understand it, no former president has ever made comments about a sitting president that have been, well, they're saying they're disparaging remarks, y'all, but the reality is that they're true remarks. I mean, no one has even been in a position where they've been slanderous of this president, because everything they're saying is true. And you and I both know that it's not slander if it's true. Okay, Cammie, what you say? You're looking forward to not having a new scandal every day. Amen. Cammie, yes. It is just mind-blowing that every day you have to tune in just to see, okay, what now? Right? What is happening now? And did y'all see, Cammie, I'm glad you said that, because did you see, when going back to President Obama, when President Obama was speaking, that then 45, the occupant took it upon himself to go to Twitter. He did the very thing, the exact thing that President Obama said he's doing. You can't run a company, let alone a country, from a social media account. I mean, what the heck? This has been the most disengaged, disingenuine, elitist, racist, xenophobic, narcissistic, sociopathic president in the history of our land. Period. What I'm going to be looking forward to, so I told you guys about President Obama speaking, hearing him speak, hearing that public address that he had, and knowing that they were following the proper protocols to keep people safe, and that they really have a sincere concern for people. Let me tell you what it did for me. It gave me some calm and peace just to hear President Obama speak. It was like, I'm looking forward to having a person who is the leader over our country, who actually cares about the people that are the citizens of the United States of America. That's going to be so refreshing for me. It's going to be so nice to be able to turn on television and know that when you hear from the president of the United States, that it will be something meaningful and significant, and not just these random thoughts, these random tweets. My mom said, and I don't know, I talked to my mom last night. She said he's just in the bathroom, just sitting on the toilet tweeting. And I was like, okay, well now, that's one way. Yes, he is. Cammie said that President Obama knows how to trigger Trump. I'm gonna tell you something, Cammie. I think that just President Obama's very being, just his very existence alone, is a trigger for Trump. I think that just the fact that you got this super intelligent, super attractive, super capable, super beloved. I think the last of the list is really what got him. That people love President Obama, and that they are completely drawn to him. It's like moths to a flame. I mean, we can't get enough of President Obama, and that sickens him. And I delight in that, because the fact that President Obama has held his peace this long, to me, is absolutely, you should be applauded, President Obama. We just thank you for holding it down, and for all the things that we already know that he knows, and he still hasn't said anything. Again, so commendable. So on November 3rd, we know that because of the state of Pennsylvania allowing the votes to come in after the fact, we know that there may be some delay in the count, right? But we know that with the electoral count, with the electoral college rather, that even with Pennsylvania, we know that some of the states that are the ones that are the hot states, right? The ones that are really like responsible for the end of this thing, that we may have to wait with bated breath. But I'm telling you right now, y'all touch and agree with me. Touch and agree with me that we are going to have a victory, that we are going to go into 2021 putting a big fancy bow on 2020 and getting this man out. The one thing we need to be mindful and prayerful of is this lame duck session. You know, this period from November to January, because that right there, that's an opportunity for this cuckoo bird to do something nutty. So we are claiming we are going to have 46. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be our new president and vice president. Do you agree? I need somebody to give me an agreement, because here's what I know. We have seen a phenomenal turnout. We have seen an amazing turnout in the last, these young adults. Okay, hats off. Hats off to the young adults. Young adults have shown up and shown out. I think that people have underestimated them, and they want to say, oh, the Republicans, which, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I don't have any issue with Republicans. I really don't. What I have an issue with is Trump supporters. And I know that there are a whole host of people who are Republicans that are not Trump supporters. So I dare not put them in the same category, because to me, they're two different things. What do y'all think about that? For me, the Trump supporters are alleged that they're going to come out in droves on November 3rd. Well, here's what I know. I don't believe it. Number one, I believe a lot of people and a lot of families are saying, I'm going to keep silent. I'm not going to say a word for the people in your family, the Trump supporters. I have a friend that's a moderator in the group with me. Her family, her mother and her sister are Trump supporters. They get into it all the time. They're bold and brazen about it. But I think that there are family members who are listening to their other family members who are just keeping silent. And when they go to the voting booth and when they cast their ballot, they're going to vote for Biden. That's what I really think. Because there's no way in the world you are in a position now. And I've listed off, I've ticked off all these things. If you're a woman, if you're a person of color, if you are breathing, okay, if you're breathing, how are you a Trump supporter? So I think that there are a lot of people who may just let their family members speak whatever they want, let them carry those flags, let them wear that crazy red hat, and they just ease right on into that booth and vote for Biden. That's what I believe. And I think that we're going to have a new president, and his name is Joseph R. Biden, and we are going to have Kamala Harris as our vice president, and we're going to have some restoration in this land, some peace, some restored peace and hope, some unity. Because right now we're so divided, it's scary. I mean, if we keep this thing up, we'll have a dang on civil war. So no, I'm looking forward to being able to just know that when we hear from the president, it will be something significant. It will not be divisive. It will actually be, you know, Charles Sims and I talked about this. I don't know if he said this on air or not, but you know, when the president used to come on, it was time for you to stop what you were doing and pay attention because you knew it was significant. Do y'all remember that? I know, go back, think back. When you used to hear from the president of the United States, it was because there was something that needed to be said to the land. Not, I'm tweeting because I'm mad because I want the people to like me and your suburbia is about to be destroyed by black people. I'm sitting in the suburban community right now and not destroyed. Okay. So the electoral college we know is contentious. We know that there are all bets on what else? The state of Ohio. right? Pennsylvania, Ohio, they're saying Michigan. Michigan is looking very blue right now, despite the fact that we have an incredible number of hate groups that have formed in Michigan. And Michigan is my home, my one of my home states. Tennessee, I was born here, but I was raised in Michigan. So shout out to MI. The let me say something about Michigan. The leadership in Memphis, or the leadership in Michigan, phenomenal. Governor, hats off. Attorney General, hats off. Secretary of State, hats off. Those women are running Michigan, and they are not afraid of Trump, which I love even better. So Michigan is looking blue. Florida, we got Texas is looking pink. We know that despite the fact that we're solid blue in West Tennessee, East Tennessee is still very red, but I hope that Tennessee will turn purple. Georgia may be blue, maybe flip that thing to blue. So what I'm looking forward to most is that we will not even have an opportunity to focus. Like after the election, we won't even focus on what states are red and what states are blue. Because like I just said about the state of Tennessee, even though we're coming off as red and our 11 electoral votes do not constitute the or reflect the blue state of the state, there's still very much a blue, a powerful blue wave here in Tennessee. So keep your eye on the electoral college. I want to give you this tip. CNN is doing a fantastic job. They have this super cool map that I love that's interactive and shows if where we are based on the number and what the polls are. Record number of voters. Now, have you guys voted? Have you voted? That's what I want to know. If you haven't voted, please get out and vote. In Tennessee, in Shelby County, early voting ends tomorrow. We have 6 days, y'all. 6 days to 46. 6 days to 46. If you got $2 to donate to a campaign, get it. But now for the state of Tennessee, let me tell you something. The Senate House is the Senate seat is also up. We need for you that are in Tennessee, for those of you within the sound of my voice, Marquita Bradshaw, we need you to vote for her. We don't want Haggerty to have a seat. He is very much in line with Trump and the issues and support that foolishness. We don't have time for that. We're gonna just wave that goodbye, just like we're gonna wave 2020 goodbye. 2020 is a bad word. Haggerty is a bad word. Okay, so we talked about the two things. The last thing, gosh, time goes by so fast. Um, all right. I don't usually talk about celebrity news because celebrities are people and they have their own issues. They have their even though they have signed up to be in the spotlight, they have their own everything, just like regular folks like us. But I think it's important for me to take a minute to acknowledge Tamar Braxton and her family. Tamar Braxton this year, and it started last year, she's had some issues um, with her mental health. And she's been very vocal about it. So this is not what people call spilling tea. This is just me acknowledging that there is a person um, of color, a woman, a black woman, who is suffering from mental health, and she's doing it in a public forum. And so I want to share that I have been an avid supporter of people understanding, appreciating, and getting help for their mental health. It is important. It is necessary for us to know um, what our mental health status is, because so many times people take mental health for granted, or they laugh and joke about being, oh, she's just crazy, oh, she's got this. Everybody wants to be a doctor now and diagnose people as being bipolar. No. What we want is for you to have some empathy and compassion and understand that for all the things that happen, I get hate mail now. I would never have guessed that I'd get hate mail, because I'm thinking like, what am I doing? But there are people who will love to fan the flame of discord and division and things that will make you feel like you're just diseased. What I would love for us to do in the case of Tamar Braxton is to have some empathy and show some support for her. She has had a long-term battle with mental health issues. She's finally come to acknowledge it publicly. And she had a suicide attempt earlier this year. That is the number one. I mean, if there is no other cry for help, that is it, right? And so to know that is disturbing. It's heartbreaking. But then she had on top of this battles with her own relationships that she's had with this guy David and her ex-boyfriend slash fiance, and now with the company WeTV, the production company that she works for, and now allegedly has issue with her family members because WeTV, they're going into the new season of the Braxton Family Values, and WeTV is they're doing ads, they're running ads for the show, and that like with anything else, for television programming, it's about ratings, right? Because ratings pay for the marketing pays for the program, and so they're using the footage that happened with Tamar when she had the suicide attempt. What is troubling, and this is why I'm saying I'm going to record this so that I can see what she has to say about it. For me, what's troubling is that Tamar alleges that her family members have reenacted this to create footage for the show. So now, if that's true, y'all think that's true? Way to go, Cammy. Dropped your ballot off and tracked it and it's counted. So that's going to be the third thing I talk about, because I want to touch on that. I'm glad you brought that back up, because that's what's happening in Tennessee. We're having some issues with that. But what do y'all think? Do you think that if you were in a position, Tamar Braxton's argument with her family, or issue with her family, is that WeTV is using her pain for profit, and that her family is complicit. And so they're under contract, right? They're under contract that they have a certain whatever. I don't know the contracts. I'm not in that position. I'm not privileged to that. But they're recording a show. And so are they complicit in having Tamar's pain being exploited for profit? Or do you think that it was one of those things where they are going to use it to hear the family's response? Because that's what a lot of people want to know, is when that happened, how did the family feel about it? And I don't know that if I was in a position, if I'd be able to reenact that if that happened to one of my siblings. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on the show, and it'll be interesting to see what Tamar Braxton has to say today on the Tamron Hall Show. You can tune into the Tamron Hall Show. Check TamronHallShow.com and find out for local listings what time her show comes on today. But Tamar Braxton is the guest on Tamron Hall today. Now, foolery is what I'm going to end with. Foolery. Cammy, I'm glad you said something about you tracked your ballot, because now we're having an issue in Tennessee that people who are voting, we knew that the voting, the absentee ballots would be an issue. And I think I talked about this to y'all, told y'all about this months ago, that you're able only to mail it in. Well, you know what issue people are having with the post office. So now in some counties in this state, the question is, can I just walk it in and hand deliver it? And the Board of Elections is saying, no, 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 we need it mailed in. Okay, well then if I don't mail it in and I don't trust the post office, then what is the alternative method? And so they, on their site, they have that you can mail it in, or you can use FedEx or what's the other company name? UPS. Well, FedEx and UPS do not deliver the post office boxes, y'all. Period. It's not a service provision for either of those services. Those companies provide a service to a PO box. It never has been. I don't know that there ever will be, but there isn't right now. So in the state of Tennessee, the question is, what happens if I have this provisional ballot now, right? Because if you signed up for an absentee ballot, you have to vote absentee. But if you go in and try to do a provisional ballot, then what happens with that? And does one cancel out the other? It's a mess. And to tell you the truth about it, I think it's voter suppression, because you should not be in a position. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get out of here, because you should not be in a position where, if you want to absentee vote, that there should be only one way that you can get that in, and that be by mail. There should be some way to have collections in person. Now, here's what I'm going to say to those of you who are, again, within the sound of my voice. For the Tennessee residents, let me say this to you very clearly, and I'm going to say it slowly so you understand. In 2021, the Secretary of State for the state of Tennessee, Trey Hargett, his seat is up for re-election. We need to have another person in the seat as the Secretary of State, so that the Secretary of State can advocate for rights for voters, including but not only a ballot drop box located throughout the state. We need ballot drop boxes. There are elections every year in the state of Tennessee. There's no reason for us not to make use of ballot drop box. That's just one of the issues. But that I'm keep your eye on that. I'm not letting that go, because if you know someone who's in the state of Tennessee that is qualified to be the Secretary of State, we need to have them getting prepped and primed now. Trey Hargett needs to get out. It's just ridiculous. He's been in that seat since 2009. It's a 4-year term. He's been way overdue. Way overdue. If he was a steak, it's well done to the point where it's tar now. It's leather. Time to go. All right. Speaking of time to go, it's time for me to go too. What else y'all got to say? Anything else? Cammy, thank you so much for being on here. Sweetie Pie, I love you. I am looking forward to Friday. You know what? I think I may pop in and do a live between now and election day. And then on election day, watch out. It's a Tuesday, as we know. So it's not one of my regular days to be live at lunch. But I'm just so excited. I don't know about y'all, but it's like 6 days. I can taste it. Victory is just sweet. It's like, just claim it. Y'all just keep claiming it with me. We're going to get there. One vote at a time, but we're going to get there, because we know that if the early voting numbers indicate what I want, what I'm claiming, what I'm saying, then you can say it with me, that our president, number 46, is going to be sworn in January 2021. Hello, somebody. Hello. All right, that's it. That's all, y'all. I want you to know you can connect with me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live at lunch right here at 11:30 Central. And you can always go back and look at any of the videos that I have at any time at your convenience on my YouTube channel at Tracy T. Rowe and Co. Also, I have my fantastic website if you're interested in connecting with me and getting some real life coach support. I am a certified master coach, tracytrowe.com. Of course, on my IG, you can always touch base. I posted a really good video on my IG this morning about get up. And so you can take a look at that on my Instagram at tracytrowe.com. No, at Tracy T. Rowe. Look at all things Tracy T. Rowe. It's me. That's how it is. All right. That's it. That's all. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm giving you a cyber hug from me to you. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Again, don't let the weather dictate how you feel, because you make your own sunshine. Be every day amazing and live like it's a gift, because it truly is. I will see you back here on Friday.